Welcome, G-Man Division 5D, to your first proper recap. I am, as always, here with Lozra.
Hello?
Let's take a look at last week's result. We won't be spending a huge amount of time here, because we haven't really watched many of the games, and...
I did, I watched a couple.
Yeah, you watched a couple, but for the ones we haven't watched, statistics
Yeah, there's not a
don't
lot to talk
tell us
about.
a whole lot. Like, they tell us some, but definitely not the whole story. So spending too much time on them, I don't think is too useful. First game, you've watched it. It's 2-0
Yeah.
victory for the Vampires and the Halflings.
Yeah, well, right, I'll sum this game up for you. So the Halflings received the kick, and so their first action, it was a deep kick, it was to the end zone kick, it's a really good kick. And first action, he takes a block with Maurice.
Who is?
He got a chef, which was good. I forgot to tell him to get a chef. He got a chef. It took two re-rolls or three re-rolls, and I was like, oh, here we go. It's exciting. But then he rolled like a 1 in 80 first action, and then re-rolled into another 1 in 80. His tree went down. The thrall on the line went down, and that ended his turn. And then the vampires just ran through him.
What the hell's a 1 in 80?
Well, it's like, so it rolled like both down, skull, and then re-rolled, and it was like both down, skull.
Okay.
I can't remember the exact odds. It's like 1 in 75 or 1 in 80 or something. But it's not quite a 1 in 200 because like a both down is a negative result because the tree didn't have block. And that sort of compromises drive. But even then, like, so then he tried to his turn after. He then desperately tried to like throw a pass with a halfling to try and like get the ball back into the middle of the pitch, and like it didn't go very well, and the vampires just scored.
Okay.
And then the second half it was just like the vamps just running it in, getting the SPP on Norm Berryman to get him a level. I was a bit shocked that the main issue I saw was like the vamps played pretty well. They only had one re-roll in the second half, so it was good of them. Like there was some pressure, but they got through it. But they didn't quite like maximize their SPP very well, so they ended up like scoring on the 5 out of 6 vampire or something. Or like didn't. I don't know. I just remember watching it and thinking, like there was a better like the inner Hearthstone player in me was annoyed because he didn't optimize his levels. But apart from that, he played well enough to beat the halflings, so he got a little bit unlucky. And I think after the first block went so badly, it sort of like Erendar just thought, oh fuck it, like I've probably lost anyway, I'm just gonna make some plays. And so there were a couple of spots where I was like, is that really the right play? Like he'd like go in for some shots with Puggy where he didn't really have to, and like, I don't know. But yeah, it was annoying. I felt the pain for the halflings because like, yeah, I think you were right though. I did overhype them. The vamps were really good, especially the Agi 5, just walking in and picking up in any sort of situation and walking out again.
So
it was, yeah, it turns out you were right about that. Turns out like vamps are really good when against strength 2.
I bet they play
yeah, that was unlucky. It was a good start for the vamps. It was a promising start. I hope the halfling coach, like, you know, you're not always gonna have your trees get that unlucky, but all the same, like, keep trying to keep the standard of play up and force the vampire to make some mistakes, like positioning mistakes. But because the vampires didn't really have to do a whole lot spectacular to win this game, and I felt like that was the biggest like issue in the game. Partly due to dice, partly due to turn ordering. Like you shouldn't have blocked with the tree. Like turn 1 first block on your non-block tree. There's like always a chance that happens. Anyway, I think that's enough to talk about on that one game. It's a bit unlucky. He took some unlucky casualties as well. I think the level 3 halfling got a movement bust, which sucks. And is now, well, it's not that bad because you just sack him. But yeah, sorry, we're encroaching a bit on the development section now. I think we should move on.
All right, let's move on. It is the Tungsten Titans winning 2-1 versus the Bridge Burners.
Didn't see this.
Not a shock here.
This happened. This was one of the early games, wasn't it? This had been played in the pre-cap, I believe.
It's been so long, man.
Yes, they had played in the pre-cap because this is the Kislev team. Yeah, this looks like it was just a classic 2-1 grind. plan A works for the dwarves, most likely.
50. I mean, pretty equal on the.
Yeah, I mean the
blocks.
Kislev's 3 more blocks,
Yeah,
according to Rebel.
but the
Uh,
dwarves got 6 removals versus the Kislev's 1.
Yeah.
Because dwarves.
Because
And,
Arvenine and the Ethics car.
Yeah, I mean Kislev sort of
And
struggle
lucky.
against, anything basically at
Yeah.
really low TV.
Yeah, which sucks. No, it's yeah. There's only one completion. Just looking at possession. Not a lot of possession for the Kislev.
Yeah, probably
6% possession.
like a 2-turn from the Kislev.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and maybe he didn't even pick up the ball on turn 1 of the 2-turn either. That might have happened. Cool. Hello. Cool. So I think my co-host is
What?
gone.
What?
Are you still there? Hello.
Yes?
I couldn't hear you for a while there.
Really?
Or were you just not saying it? Yeah, no, just complete silence.
No, I was just talking about the Chorus losing against this game. That's odd.
Oh, that's a
Uh,
shame.
I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest. There's a bunch of people working in our apartment building.
Oh, right.
So I don't know, might be something weird going on. I don't think it's a problem with my headset, but either way.
No, I don't think so either way.
Either way, these Churros lost against the Skaven. Statistics say that the Churros did a bunch of blocks, got 6
Yeah.
removals versus the
Oh,
Skaven.
that's annoying for the Chore coach because he must have felt like he was doing the right things there. Yeah, it's a lot of blocks to give up. That's about 50 blocks. Normally, as a Skaven coach, you want to give up like 30 blocks, 35 blocks. So yeah, that's a shame for the Chorfs. Notice how actually this is quite curious. The Skaven, he has 2 claw, but he massacred the hobgoblins. And like normally you'd think he'd be massacring the Chorfs, but he only hit 1 Chorf, and it was the good Chorf, but he didn't kill him sadly. But yeah, it turns out AB7's bad. I think we predicted this. It was a playoff team, and it won a game against rookie Chorfs. I think there's not so much we can say about that. He even had room for a foul with the expulsion. Also, we've gone quiet again. I can't hear a word you're saying.
Why the hell? I mean, I wasn't really saying anything. I was just listening. But
Maybe it wasn't being picked up if you weren't like. I don't know.
I don't.
Technical difficulties.
We'll
but
figure it out.
hopefully
at
it's
some
not.
point.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But cool.
2+ Supreme Leaders losing against the Hexodal Braves.
Oh dear.
It is the Highlanders versus the Lizards. Oh god, another 6% of ball possession game. There's been a couple of those so far. Both
Yeah.
in this division and the other one.
God, who did we predict? I think we must have predicted the
I
The
think I went
elves.
for the Lizards because low TV elves don't do well.
No, I think I might have gone with the elves. It shows my inexperience with elves there, yeah.
Well, I
Took
mean,
some shots. He took some Kaz. He took some Kaz.
yeah, he did. I mean, the
Which
Lizards got
obviously
40
didn't
blocks
help.
and removed 8. So,
Yeah, 40 blocks. Getting 3 Kaz with that mighty blow is a very good return for the. But sadly, both the Kaz went to the Blocksaurus and not the non-Blocksaurus, so they saw some stills.
Oh
Still
well.
stuck there. Oh well, at least it's something. You know, getting one of them is Zis. Oh, these are default names. I'm pretty sure the 6th position Saurus is only an MVP away from either Guard or Mighty Blow. Probably Mighty Blow first. This is your first, second level up. But so there's something going on there.
Yeah, I mean, MVPs
Yeah,
were
nice win.
really bad for the Lizards, decent for the High Elves.
Oh yeah, sucks Salona MVP. Do you reckon he hired that scheme?
I
Because
don't
he only
know.
had 3.
Well,
He only had 3 skinks, so he might as well have done.
and you say he uses.
I would have
default
hired
names.
it. We'll have a look.
Mhm.
Is that a lasting injury on the strength out catcher, by the way?
I don't know. I'm using the in-game client to watch these things, so Doesn't say.
Okay. Well, on Rebel it's a cross, but it doesn't have BH on it, so I'm worried that it's like a niggle or
MNG
something.
is what that is.
MNG, oh that might be it, yeah. Cool. Oh, that's a bit of a play. Fido. Anyway, next game.
The Orcs on tour versus the Fruit of the Tomb. The Orcs managing a win here versus the Underworld. Undead. Not Underworld.
Yeah, this is my pick for a draw.
6% ball
Yeah,
possession from the Undead. Is this
They
like...
they induced a saw.
I
That's
like
interesting.
it.
I wouldn't have been. I do kind of like it, yeah, because it's like a nice fouling piece. Did he take a bribe as well? I don't know.
Oh, it's interesting because the...
Can't remember. He shouldn't have taken a bribe. He wouldn't have had that much to work with. It's fresh teams.
But the blocks were relatively even. Like, roughly
He
40
lost a
on both.
goblin. Rasta lost a goblin, sadly. So the 2 goblin strats has run into problems here because he's lost a goblin.
Right, yeah.
I just noticed that from the match report, which is a bit sad. He got an MVP on a Black Orc though.
That's big.
That's cool. That's cool. That's a vanity pass. That is actually really big. For the Orcs. Zombie MVP. Just
That's
looking at
great.
the SPP, nothing super cool. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's a weird lack of possession actually on the Undead. I wonder what happened there.
Yeah, I was saying that.
Because you'd think they'd at least have a little bit with his Sure Hands Ghoul.
It's like
So we'll see.
kind of glitch because
Maybe
like,
he got blitzed.
I don't know.
He might have gotten blitzed,
Yeah,
or
might
maybe it
have.
was a really good kick or something.
Because like if you think about it, everything else looks sort of equal. Roughly 40
Yeah.
blocks on both teams. I mean 6 removals for the Orcs versus 6 removals for the Undead.
Yeah, and you'd think regen would stop a couple of those.
Right. Armor basically equal for both. Yeah, it was odd.
It's an
maybe
odd one. I wonder what happened there.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Pork Squad winning versus the Darkest Delves, whatever. This was played by the time we had the pre-cap. Let's take a look here.
Yep, and apparently it was a dicing.
Yes.
Apparently. So.
Oh.
Yeah, don't yell at us, Steve, if you don't think it was a dicing. But we've just heard what Luke Lazy had to say, and he said it was a dicing. And to be honest, looking at the teams, it would suggest a little bit of a dicing for a 2-0 win against this much blodge so early. Maybe Luke Lazy's just a terrible coach. Well, question. I don't know. Do you reckon?
60% dodge with mostly dodge players is really bad. Mostly.
Yeah, but it's not cripplingly bad, is it?
Perhaps
It's not like terribly bad.
But like we said, these
Depends.
numbers,
Obviously, it depends. It depends when the dodges, when the failures happened.
like 14 failures. Like what if that was, you know, like 4 double ones?
Yeah, exactly. They only speak double ones. Anyway, we should have had Luke Lazy on as a guest, and he could have like given us the play-by-play of this game.
Yeah.
Oh well, opportunity lost.
Such
Yeah,
a-
pretty chill. I think we talked mostly about this one last week.
Well, we didn't really talk about them last week. Oh well. Either way, 17 weeks of suffering. The Norse team losing 3-0 versus the Skaven.
Yep, this game was streamed.
It was.
But
I missed
I didn't
it.
realize it was. I didn't realize it was being streamed, but I did watch it on the client. And it was a while ago now. I watched it a few days ago. I'm trying to remember. I distinctly remember some rats bullshit happening. Maybe I think it was 1-0 to the rats after the first half, and it was sort of like, you know, Major Bite was in the game. He was in the game. He was doing a bit of work, and then there was ridiculous like. I think it might have been for the first score as well was a bit of a ridiculous pass, but the second score from the rats, he threw a gutter runner into the end zone or something, and then passed it to him. Picked up the ball in a tackle zone, dodged out, and passed to him from the halfway line to the end zone. And it just worked or something. Not saying it might not quite have been that, but it was like a long pass with a reroll, but no passing skills, and he just did it. And then I think it might have been it was like 2-0 at turn 14, and then it sort of slipped. I sort of lost interest after that because I was like, well, there's no way the Norse are coming back here. I think Boomer had a pretty good game. He did, at least at the start. I think he did a little bit of work. But yeah, it was too long ago to remember now. I felt a bit bad for Major, but it turns out for Dirty Player, he sort of needed it, but he sort of didn't. Like, I think there's a bit of diminishing returns on the Dirty Player in that, like, you can only foul once a turn, and the rest of the Dirty Players aren't really doing anything. Like, you could have had a tackle, but no, I think it was a little bit unlucky with the Norse. I mean, the Rats played well. It's a vanilla Rat team, but he did what he had to do to get the results, and then got the little bit of luck that you need. He was already 1-up at the half, so Major Bite had to like make some plays, and yeah, he got the ball and took a chance, and it worked. And then he managed to get the third score, and this was and he was good. He pretty much maximized his levels like fairly well, in terms of like getting the levels, but they were all on guesses again, sadly. But yeah, it was a bit of Rat bullshit, but we can all get behind a bit of Rat bullshit every now and then.
Speak for
at least as a
yourself.
Rat coach. Yeah, exactly.
Right, well, that's interesting then. That is done with last week's stuff. Let's take a look at development. The best part of all recaps, if you ask me.
Yeah, definitely.
Hexotal Braves, what did they end up with?
They leveled a skink.
Leveled a skink. And he got strength.
Oh, what? Oh, God, that's a strength boost. Oh, that is a freak. God, 2 double 12s.
Kill it. Kill it.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna bounty it. Guys. I'm gonna put like a tenner on that.
No, you can't put a bounty on a team you're recapping, man.
Yeah, I can. Bethel did it to us. Oh, he was in our div though. Yeah, I can.
What?
I can bounty whatever I want. This is a freak piece. It's strength 4 skink. Imagine if he rolls doubles and it gets wrestled.
Oh, it deserves to
We
die.
block. If this skink rolls doubles, it's probably going to be one of the best skinks in the league.
Ever.
It might even be one of the best skink in the league. Yeah, it's probably one of the best skinks in Rebel already. It might be the best skink in history if it gets some doubles.
Nah, it's gonna get Agi, and then it's gonna get wrestled, and then it's gonna get strip ball, and everyone's gonna cry.
It's going to get leaps. And then it's going to get Agi, leap, and then either wrestle or strip ball. Just no defensive skills at all until legend. That's spooky.
Well, you've heard it. You've heard it here first, folks. When it happens, we call it.
I wholly expect this skink to have been killed by the end of the season.
Oh, no doubt. Well, I say
this
no
strength.
doubt.
Thing is, it's strength 4 stunting. So imagine the ridiculous sacks you can come up with strength 4 stunting and dodge.
Like with other like crazy skinks, it's usually that they're like, you know, Agi 4 or Agi 5 or something. And you know,
Yeah.
that's not that bad to kill because you can like hit them down and then you
Yeah,
know,
because it's strength 2.
how
You
the
can just
hell
sort of-
are you gonna get down the strength 4 piece? Especially in a
when
div
it's
like
that
this
fast.
with no tackle.
So the problem is the speed, because you can get them away from the actual killer players like the Blackhawks and the big guys of the squad. You just run them away. What's a safety hobgoblin gonna do against this?
Ah.
You know, not a lot. Imagine what the safety chorf will be thinking. You can only be like, you know, yikes.
Now, the only thing about this, right, is that I know some coaches, when they get freak pieces, don't use them because they're scared of
Oh.
having them die.
Yeah, I was a bit guilty of that actually when I got my movement 10 route. I was like, oh, I don't want to lose him now.
Yeah, but that's fine because you only use him for 1 turn, so basically he hides in a corner until it's his time to shine. But
on the
you know,
bench even.
people who
Yeah.
have stuff like, I don't know, like Agi 4 or Agi 5 wolves, like I know someone in my last division, he had like a crazy wolf, and basically what he'd do with that wolf is run as far away from the enemy as possible.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
And at that point, why do you have such a floating piece if you're not gonna use them?
Yeah,
So-
it might as well be a zombie with guard. You might as well.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Although, you know, who knows?
Who knows?
It is one
This
hell
is
of a piece.
spooky.
We'll have to see what happens.
That
to it.
it changes the dynamic of this team a lot, doesn't it? Suddenly it
does.
goes from like a first season lizard team. You're normally thinking, oh, that's just a team where you're 1 in 9s for 10 games, but now you've got something to work with.
Like you do
We'll
not
see what he can
potato
do.
against this team, even slightly.
And it's a good, but he's also on the flip side. He can also potato with it quite well because it's strength 4
Yeah, you can.
and movement 8. So exactly, if you can stretch the team apart where they can only get one man back, you can get some good stalls and get some good touchdowns in.
Oh
Ooh, this is now a team to watch. I want to see what he does with the strength 4.
It is.
See if we can.
Yeah, the
I'll
first
try and report back and see whether he's scared to use it or not, like you said.
Nice. Fruit of the Tomb. The one with the good naming scheme, apparently.
Oh god, should we talk about the ghouls for another 2 minutes?
No, let's not.
No, let's not. Let's have a look at these names then.
They're good.
They're not bad. The Zombury is my favourite, I think. Maybe the pineapple one.
I like Golden Morticious.
I think Spineapple is probably actually my favourite.
But
Should we
it's
carry on?
such a simple name. Like, it's just pineapple,
Yeah.
and then with an S. Like, Golden Morticious, you actually have to think about.
That's true. That's true.
Like, Figure
Uh,
Mortis is also pretty good.
Lawrence Obliterate. Is that a pun or is that a raised from the dead zombie?
Them has to be raised from the dead zombie.
See, this is why you don't do good naming themes like this on a regen team, so because because you're just gonna get random players that mess up your theme.
Don't worry, the rest of the team has shunned the zombie.
However, right, okay, he did say that if we didn't talk about his names, he would re-roll his team. He'd sack all his players and make a 11 zombie team.
Okay.
And I think I want to see that happen. So
Do
should
not.
we just like
No.
pretend that? Should we cut the chat about the names and then just replay the chat about his ghouls and see if he actually does it? I think that'd be quite funny.
I played an all zombie team in the Lineman League, and I wouldn't wish
Oh,
that
how'd it
upon
go?
anyone.
Yeah, I played all Longbeards. I would not wish that upon anyone either.
I wanted to die.
It's a long one, especially when he drops the ball on your first attempt to pick it up on turn 2.
No, it's like there's always rain. Like my first season with
Oh,
that
yeah,
team, it
right.
was like raining half the game. It was like 5+ pickup, and I failed like obviously like 6 pickups in a row because it's raining.
Yeah. My record, I think, in 1 minute is like 0, 2, and 5 or something at this rate. Anyway, back to the people we're talking about. Did he get any levels?
He didn't.
Oh, sad times. It's White Vanity pass away though, so we might see a couple. Next game might be the game.
Shall we take a look at the Darkest Delves? Darkest
Mhm.
Delves or Darkest Dark Elves? Like, what is...
I think Dark Elves.
Yeah, Darkest Delves sounds wrong.
Yeah, it sounds a bit silly.
It does. Nothing here in terms of development.
Nope. Just the 2 niggles.
Yeah.
Which is sad. I don't know why he hasn't replaced. Maybe he's waiting to. Maybe he's gonna get his second Witch Elf
Honestly,
before he replaces.
yeah. I might
What do
just...
you do? Do you?
I might actually just foul Merc if I was him, because he has no SBB anyways. Like, alone.
Oh,
Merc
do you
might be
reckon?
better?
Oh yeah, I think you're right. I think you get rid, but you don't replace until you've got that second Witch Elf online.
I don't know.
Do you have all your blitzes as well? He doesn't have all his blitzes. Oh,
Doesn't.
It's a long way to go for Leclerc, if that's the
Yeah.
case.
I mean, he's relatively close to getting another Blitzer. He's 20k away.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably getting the Blitzer before the Witch Elf.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know about that. I might get the Witch Elf first.
I don't know. We'll see. Not too much to say there. The Tunnel Snakes, shall we take a look at those? I bet they have some development because they're Skaven, so either something has died or they've gotten some levels.
Yeah, the 2 Gutter Runners leveled.
The Lone Runner gets a block, and
Good.
Postman Rat gets Dauntless.
Ooh, Dauntless.
I don't agree
Yeah.
with that.
It's. I guess you're taking Tackle or Strip Ball instead, are you?
I take Strip Ball, because Strip Ball is absolutely insane at low digs where people don't.
Yes, I think I agree. I think Dauntless is not your third skill. I think it's probably your fourth or fifth skill.
Yes, I'd agree.
I agree. Although I did build a Wrestle Dauntless piece, but on the logic that if you're using Dauntless, let's say up to a strength 4, or like if you're using Dauntless, you've got a higher chance they don't have it in a way. Then there's sort of logic there. But he did just die, so yeah, that might have been the omen that Dauntless isn't a very good second skill. Second ball carrier I like. Some people tend to go like 3 Sackers, 1 ball carrier, but
Really?
at the start I'd like,
I think he might just be a utility piece. Honestly.
yeah, well
He
he's
has
got
the
a good
thrower
base.
to
Hopefully
carry his
he's
ball.
praying for some good level up rolls now on his
Well, yeah.
skate, on his gutter runners. He's got the basics. Now would be the
just need
perfect time for
movements.
some stats. Get that strength 4 gutter runner. Like that strength 4 skink. Apart from that, no SPP on the Storm Vermin. Sad.
Yeah, that's an issue.
He took a second thrower. I'm not happy with that at all.
Oh, yeah, he did. What?
Wraithguard, mate. That is essentially there, mate. You've picked up a lineman that costs 20 more SPP. And I'm all about getting a bench, but that might as well have been a lineman.
Yeah.
Because he's up to 13. Alright, I'll riddle you this. This Skaven team is at 1350 TV. My Skaven team, as it stands, is at about 1450. So he's got a lot of TV on a bench and a thrower. So like, I wouldn't be a fan of. I'm not a fan of
if
that.
you get rid of the bench, you can have always.
No, I like the bench. I like the bench more than the trick TV though. It's rats. Because it gives you more freedom to like base up and make crazy plays. Because if you lose pieces, you've just got more pieces on the second half, and you can foul a bit as well. No, I just think it should have been a lineman, not a thrower. Like, you only need one.
Bench is good,
What's-
thrower is bad.
Yeah, thrower is questionable at best.
Send them to their
You've got-
deaths.
You've got 5 other people who are better qualified to do what that thrower is doing on the team. And if you're running the thrower, it means that you've taken damage already. If you know what I mean. Like, he's only going to see... Liam Neeson is only going to see play if Tunnel Dweller, Postman Rat, the Chosen Rat, the Sole Surviving Rat, and the Lone Runner are all unavailable or otherwise occupied. And that is not a world that you want to be in, and probably will never be in as the Skaven coach. It won't all go wrong that bad. You don't need that much depth.
That's really all we can say there. Skaven throwers equals bad.
Especially a second Skaven thrower.
Oh yeah.
First one, you can talk about. Second one, no.
17 weeks of suffering has no development.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no development. He picked up a solid 9 SPP from his game. I think
Very
he'd have wanted
solid.
more against. I think he would have wanted a bit more against Rats, especially when he's got a mighty. I do remember this from the game. His mighty blow piece called "I fucking hate rats." Couldn't Kaz a rat to save his life. He hit so many rats, and they didn't even break armor. It wasn't even a case of stuns or KOs. He literally just. Maybe he's got like a complex where like he hates rats, but he actually secretly loves rats. We'll see. But yeah, he'll be really disappointed. Hopefully he can make it up against the Gastown Gangers and kill that bloody one of those storm vermin
Right.
or something like that. But yeah, he had a terrible game. Especially because Majorbike played it really well. On the first drive he blitzed with him pretty much every turn. It just couldn't remove anything. It was so bad. Yeah, sorry, I just remembered that from the game.
Well, that sucks. Maybe Pork Squad had a better time, at least in terms of levels. Oh, they won 2-0.
Yeah, they got that level on the Blitzer, didn't they?
Yep, that's the dodge blitzer getting dodge.
Guard.
No, guard. Which is odd, because I'd expect him to be the carrier at this point.
Yeah. Well, it's discussion, isn't it? Because that means he's But on the other hand, Blodged Guard is pretty good if he gets stand firm.
Yeah. But like, who the hell are you carrying on? I guess.
Well,
guess
you're
the
carrying
other
on any other
blitzers, but
blitzer.
That they don't have dodge, which is.
I do like it a bit though, especially when like he doesn't have any guard yet on the team, and he doesn't have a troll either. So he might feel like he's going to get a bit outbashed if he doesn't take the guard. That might be why he took it. He might have thought, oh, I don't need the sure hands as much as I need the guards to just stay alive in the fight.
Early divs isn't about doing well either way. It's about getting that development. Like doing well in early divs, I believe, is actually bad because you'll end up in like the playoffs and you'll face up against like this 5-season Nurgle team and your whole team will die.
Don't let Superfed hear you say that, otherwise we'll get you kicked from the league. We're
What do you
supposed to
mean?
be trying to win. We're supposed to be trying to win every single game.
Yeah,
Genocide.
you should be trying to win every single game, but you shouldn't be
No,
you
I
know,
agree with you.
taking a development path, dedicated to just winning like early and quickly as possible, right?
Yeah, but let's say, right, I'll pitch you this though. Imagine if that guard, gets you a couple more 2 dice blocks with your Rookie Blackhawks. Whereas they would have been 1 dice blocks and you'd have been to get to take. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, it's not the end of the world. And also, if by getting
It
guard,
is.
imagine if you picked up like a ball carrying skill. Well, then that just makes it like you're more likely to carry on that blitzer as opposed to the other blitzers who need the level. I don't know. Yeah, sure hands might have been the pick there, but I don't mind guard. I don't think it's as bad as you're making it out to be. I don't think it's a team crippling pick.
No. Yes. Either way, he gets an MNG on him. That's about that.
That sucks. That is not great.
No.
But you've already got you've got a decent amount of block already.
Yeah, it does.
Who knows? Maybe it means you can focus your SPP a bit more onto the other blitzers. Maybe not.
Where we
Yeah,
looking
that's
at now?
annoying.
The orcs on tour. That's another orc team.
Gaster, who is
I
not a
swear
new
to God, if
coach.
he bought another goblin.
Did he buy another? Please tell me he did. I want to see that. No, he didn't.
He did not.
Did he get any levels?
Nope. He only had his goblin die.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
It does make the team a bit more orthodox, though.
Does.
Yeah, it's just an alt team. It's in a better. It's just an alt team that's in a slightly better position than the other alt team, I think, at the moment now. With the loss of the goblin, before I was saying it wasn't the best, but now that you've lost that goblin, so you don't have to have one on the pitch all the time, might be starting to get there.
I don't know.
I don't know.
At least this orc team knows who he wants to carry on.
Yeah, that's true. I do want to say now, we already said it in the chat, but take the opportunity, like, we do know that Rast is a good coach and has played a lot of Blood Bowl.
Yes.
I did watch it back and I realised I opened a sentence with like, I think we're assuming this is a new coach, and then I went on to say, but he's not, but it might have been lost in translation. But yeah, we know you're good, Rast, so don't worry, we're not bashing you. we think that you know what you're doing.
Yes.
He did win, didn't he? He won the game.
He
He
did.
played. Yeah, he beat the undead. So, what? Yeah, exactly. He's good. Anyway, carrying on. Sadly, he didn't get any development though, which is a bit of a shame.
The 2+ Supreme leaders didn't either, but they got an MNG on their catcher. And hear me out. That's a good thing.
Right.
Because
Okay.
they're facing dwarves this week.
Okay.
I like the
You're
names.
still gonna have to sell it to me. Yeah, I love the names as well. We talked about them last week, but they're really good.
So like,
Because,
yeah, I'll talk about that later.
but why? Why is it bad? It's an opportunity for SPP. You're gonna have to sell this to.
No development though. Let's move on. One thick
All right.
coat. No, I'll sell it to you when we go to the predictions.
All right. Okay. Cool.
I will.
I'm excited then. Right. What is it? One thick coat.
They had a hobgoblin die, and that's about it. And an MNG on a hobgoblin.
Yeah. And no. You didn't get rid of the blocker.
They didn't.
I don't think I like that because he
Well-
could. What if he gets an MVP?
Well, then you
In
cry.
well,
Guessing he's waiting for the 70k.
oh, does he not have? I saw he had the money though. Oh, maybe he didn't have the money. Okay. Well, if he doesn't have the money, then obviously that's understandable. I just hope he doesn't make the mistake of buying a Hobgoblin to replace the dead Hobgoblin before he gets rid of the blocker. But I don't think he will.
That'd be something.
Or the Bull is only one Vanity Pass away from getting to block.
A vanity pass. That's a 4+4+3+.
Yeah,
Nice.
you make that sound like it's impossible, but it can happen.
No, you carry on that thing. You don't vary vanity pass.
Well, let's say, well, you might. There's always an opportunity for a Vanity Pass.
4+4+3+ is like literally
Yeah, but what if
70%.
right? But what if you've defended and like they score and it's like your turn 8, so you might as well have a go.
Oh, I'm actually a god. It is literally 16.66%. So basically 17%.
It's a 1 in. I swear I've seen.
It's
what
a
people
6
make
plus
about-
to get that SPP.
Yeah, that's like a 20% shot.
17.
It's statistically likely that he will succeed.
If you do it 10 times, yes.
Yeah, but it's like above 5%. Anyway, should we carry on and
Yes.
not start? I think we're going into a dead end there.
These are the dwarves, the Tungsten Titans. Tungsten Titan. There we go. Found their development. They got a level on Diamond Dave Blitzer. He gets Mighty Blow.
He got Mighty Blow. I like that.
And Peridot Pete gets Guard. Yeah, that is
Good.
about as standard as levels come, don't they?
So, pretty standard, but good.
Yeah.
2 Mighty Blow, 2 Guard. I'm liking it.
Not
I think they
too
won,
much
didn't
else to
they?
say. Yeah, they did.
Pretty sure they won. Yeah.
Against the Kislev.
It's all shaping up nicely for the Dwarves.
Uh-huh. Then onwards to Blood and Tears. Let's see if they got any sweet levels. They did win.
They
Was
did.
against Halflings, so you'd expect.
Yeah, they
levels.
got through the Halflings and got a level on a Vamp.
And that's my.
And took Mighty Blow.
I like it.
I like it as well, I think it's good. It's always nice having 1 Mighty Blow to kill some elves when you get the chance.
Mighty
Mighty Blow over dodge.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Nah, yeah, I can get behind it as well. You want 1 Mighty Blow in the team. Because then you can get pro and it's like good in 2 ways.
Well, you get dodge and then maybe probably because blodge is so.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe you're probably right because he's Agi 4. I just think that taking dodge and you're killing pieces. But then again, he's not really killing anything. He's only going to get Mighty Blow, really. Yeah, you're probably right. I'd take it back. Dodge is probably best next. And then pro.
It's the Bridge Burners up next. Kislev. They got hammered pretty hard, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, no levels.
No levels and an MNG on a Lino. Could be worse, really.
It could be a bit worse, but not a whole lot worse.
Nope.
He's kept the Blitz. He's still keeping the Blitzer.
The
Which obviously he doesn't have the cash to replace yet.
oh,
But he must be thinking
so
about
expensive,
getting rid of it.
these
Yeah, they're very expensive for what they are actually. 7338 at 110k. I don't know. I mean, he's got lots of skills, but it's a bit overpriced in my opinion. Well, yeah, no development. And Kislev really like development, so yeah, it sucks. I feel bad because this team's stuck in between the dwarves and I think the good rats, or it's like the vamps and the good rats on the list.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk loads about the other teams, then we're going to get to this team and be like,
Yeah.
he doesn't have any levels, or oh, he got wrestle on a catcher or something,
Yeah.
and just skip it. But that's the lot when you're stuck between 2 pretty exciting teams. You're not an exciting team yet.
Maybe
so
in a season or
it's a shame.
2 when this team has proper development, people can talk.
Yeah, exactly. Think about all the recap time that you're going to get when you're in Div 2 or something, and you're making a play and you've got a really good team. Think about that, man. That's where it's gonna get going. But yeah, I don't think we've got anything more to talk about with this team. Until
Not
next
really.
Week.
Gaston Gangers.
Mhm.
In terms
No
of development, nothing. But they had their
But
thrower
they got
die.
MVP. They got MVP on Petrol Pierce, which is nice. Gets him closer to that coveted Mighty Blow. What else? Yeah.
Their thrower.
Oh yeah, the thrower died. Oh no.
Well, you say oh no,
Shot.
but some Skaven coaches might say that's an improvement to the team.
I was being sarcastic when I said that. I don't know
Oh,
if Mike
alright.
Bone picked it up. Yeah, no, it's a good blow. He's cut some low. He's down to 1270, and the other team's at 1350. You remember, and I'd much prefer to be playing with this team than the other team.
Now you carry on Petrol Pierce, get him a level.
Yes, you do. Maybe not carry. Maybe yeah. I think you're blitzing with him, and then you're probably carrying on rack the lines and then handing off,
Yeah, probably.
as opposed to carrying all the way through because you don't have that much block. But yeah, it's once again, it's a really good potential Skaven team as long as it can just stay together and get to those second and third levels. It could get really good.
Hmm.
No
Yeah.
movement 10 yet.
Thankfully. And lastly we have the Halflings, who got their.
I think we're going to be we're going to be skimming the develop. Sorry, I've just interrupted you twice there. No, I think they're going to be skimming. We're going to be skimming over them when it comes to development because they don't really like development that much.
Right.
Um,
So yeah, I mean not a whole lot to talk about other than their level 3 lineman got movement busted. He's fired.
yeah, good.
Probably
Good proactive sacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely good.
And then they got another
okay.
movement bust on one of their other linemen, and he got sacked as well.
Good.
Yeah.
You need the bench. Solid. Standard play. Tree's close. Tree's one cows away from getting to the level. Apart from that, Arthur's getting close to what. I don't know what level you want on him actually. What do you want on the strength 3? Assuming you score next game on him.
I mean, ideally you get like a wrestle, but
Yeah, probably.
you're probably ending up with like side stuff.
Yeah, sidestep most likely. Hopefully he gets doubles. That could be really exciting if he gets doubles.
Oh yeah. And that was about that. Shall we take a look at next week's matchups?
Yeah, let's go for it.
That is wheel starting with us versus what am I talking about? It's late and this is the second recap of the day. English
Yeah,
hard
that's-
is Halflings
Yeah, you
versus the Chorfs. Oh, this is oh god.
Oh no. Oh, he doesn't even get that much inducement money to play
Not
with
even.
either. He's only got like 170k. I
Nice.
think this is a Chorf win.
You reckon?
Yeah. Call me crazy, but I
Yeah.
think they've got a Chorf. Yeah. Not too much to say. Chorfs are a really tough matchup.
Yep. So
So
yeah,
good luck.
that's that mass tackle versus a team that relies on dodge.
Mass dodge armor
Uh,
6, yeah. Hopefully they're all badly hurt and not stat downs, and hopefully the trees don't get beaten up too badly.
That's the hope. 2+ Supreme Leaders versus the Tungsten Titans. That's the High Elves versus the Dwarves. Now here's the thing, right? High Elves are bad at low TV, which is what this High Elf team is. They are
Yeah.
especially bad against a team like Dwarves, because the only way low TV High Elf teams really win is by getting a bunch of dodge early, and then relying on dodge to,
And not getting knocked down, yeah.
yeah. And you're playing against Dwarves, which is just horrible. Like, this is the worst possible matchup, basically, this early up.
Yep. And so, do you think that Harmel is that much better a coach than Vili, that he's going to be able to overcome all of that without assuming equal dice and win?
I just don't think he is. Especially with the Agi 4 movement, MNG, which I still think is a good thing, actually, because he's almost certainly going to lose this game, and he should be playing for development as much as possible, at least in the first season. Yeah, you want to win your games, because obviously you get, the extra money, but that
I think
catcher being MNG is just, he doesn't die, which is...
Yeah, but you can vanity pass with him while he's on the pitch. You can just keep him in the backfield. The Dwarves are movement 4. Like,
I mean,
There's a difference between, like, not using him in crazy situations in a bad matchup, and not having him on the pitch at all to even get like an MVP to another level or a vanity pass and maybe a touchdown.
But
I
Instead
still
of
think it's a bad thing.
instead of
It's
him,
a bad thing.
you get a loner who you can put on the LOS and who you can meat shield with.
Yeah, but you've already got 5 linemen who can do that for you.
Yeah, but linemen are 70k.
Some of them
They're
have
basically
skills.
positionals.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know why I'm arguing with the high elf coach about high
No,
elf
I mean,
players.
totally should
Doing it
I
anyway.
am not the be all end all of high elf coaches. Far from it, especially if you're
Oh, we're
high elf
pretty
Discord.
good at what we do. I think we both made playoffs last season, didn't we?
Yeah, I made the
So-
play on my first season as well, even though that was mostly
Exactly,
luck.
on high elves. So you know, there's some method to our madness.
There is, but it's always nice to have an argument.
Oh yeah, especially over Blood Bowl.
Yes,
Especially over a chance game where most of the time it's dice that decide anyway.
there
That's
is
kind of
there is
obvious.
rarely a correct answer in Blood Bowl.
No, Blood Bowl has not been solved in any way, so well,
Yes.
regardless of what the guides will tell you, there's still a lot to work out.
So yeah, I give this to the dwarves.
Same.
Cool. The orcs on tour versus Blood and Tears. Orcs versus vampires, huh?
Yeah, this is an interesting game. This could
It
be game of the
really
week.
Probably. The orcs could probably get a bribe, I think.
Yeah, probably a bribe.
Now this is really, I just don't know what to make of this matchup. Like, these is a good looking vampire team, but
It is.
it's not that good.
It's good, but it's unfinished. Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah, and I mean the orcs, in basically the same boat. They look pretty good for this TV, but definitely unfinished. But then again, orcs are a lot better at low TV than vampires are. So it's
Yeah,
sort of hard,
hmm.
especially with the
It is
orcs
hard.
probably getting a bribe.
It might depend on it. It might be one of those games where you don't want to receive. So whoever defends first might win. I get that feeling because vampires like to play on defense, and orcs will struggle, I think, on offense still against. And the vampires will struggle as well because it's all armor 9, so they're gonna have to try and make some plays
Yeah.
while losing players on offense. So it's gonna be. I think it might come down to the kick. So I'm gonna say it's a draw because I just don't think.
Yeah.
The second time I predicted a draw in this div, I think it could be a draw.
I think a draw isn't super far-fetched, but I do think it's going to probably be the orcs who take this.
Yeah, I agree. Second most likely in my opinion.
I'm gonna go with that. Orcs, because, well, they have a tackle, they sort of have a mighty blow. That's what I'm thinking, although I'm really unsure. Up next, we do have the Pork Squad versus Bridge Burners. This is the other orc team versus the Kislev. Yeah, I don't know, this is sort of hard because this is a really bare bones orc team.
And this is a really bare bones Kislev
a
team.
really bare bones Kislev team.
Yeah.
Woo, and I mean, at that point, common sense says the orcs win. Because low TV Kislev is not exactly fantastic, but it is low TV, it is Kislev after all, so they can pull things off.
They might start. Oh, well, it's low TV Kislev, but the Kislev's got. No, I think it does go to the orcs. Maybe. Oh, it's close, isn't it?
They could get off like an insane sack, obviously, because they have the rest of the line.
Could. They do have wrestle, and there's no sure hands on the orcs.
Not that it matters because they don't have strip ball, but they don't have really like guard.
Yeah, but I'm more thinking the pickups are more difficult for the orcs, so they're
Yeah.
more. The ball's more likely to be in the backfield when they get there. I don't want to predict a draw 2 games in a row. I'm going to predict the Kislev because they've got more TV. And more TV is better, and more TV is better TV most of the time.
More
A good
better is-
60%. A good 60% of the time, more TV is better. So.
I'm gonna go with the orcs again.
Yeah, we are. By the way, we are two ASU coaches, so our views on Bash teams are probably not the best views out there.
Yeah, you're
'Cause
probably
you
right.
coach high elves, I coach rats. We're not really used to fighting
No,
usually. Have you played much Bash in your time?
very, very little. I played a Necro in the Rookie League, and now I play High Elves. So it's basically hybrid into Agi.
Yeah, I played Nurgle in Eurogamer for 4 games, and then started playing rats. So
I played
I have very little
a
experience.
little bit of Nurgle in CCL. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mostly
I played
Agi
in Nurgle
coaches.
CCs. Yeah. So yeah, if you think we're chatting utter shit about your Bash team, then we might just not know what we're talking about. Sorry.
Yeah. And I
Just
mean,
a disclaimer.
to be fair, a lot of recappers do the same thing, but with Agi teams.
That is true. That
Like,
is very
oh
true.
god, last season I had someone question the fact that I took Wrestle on my catch.
Wait, what?
Either way,
Oh dear, I feel for you. That's not nice.
was
a
that
shame.
last season or the season before that? Either way. Enough
It's
about
even
us.
worse if it's the season before that. Jeez, like wrestle is a first skill.
Oh yeah, in my
Anyway,
opinion.
sorry.
17 weeks of suffering versus the Gastown Gangers. This is the Major Bite Lightman Norse team versus the Skaven with their Strength 3 and their Claw. Yeah,
And the horns, yeah. However, the claw doesn't do anything here.
doesn't.
Again, apart from the not even. I was about to say apart from the Yeti, but there's no Yeti here. So yeah, the claw is bloat here. So I'm going to predict a Major Bite win. He's got 2 tackle. He's got a mighty blow piece. He can foul the rats and hit the rats off the pitch quite well. And he's quite TV trim for what he is.
Yeah, I think you're.
And he's got an
actually
altar, so he'll probably induce something exciting.
Yeah,
Do some crazy stuff and win.
he has
So I'm
like
gonna go
160k inducements. He can probably get some pretty good star player.
With
Yeah.
the altar, you can pick up 2 star players and cause some chaos. So yeah, this is a stumbling block for the gangers. I know I said that they'd make the Super Bowl, but this is an early stumbling block for them. They need to.
Oh,
If they can come out of this game with the results, I'll be very impressed.
yes, I agree. Right, second to last matchup, that's the Tunnel Snakes versus Hexotal Braves. Bloody Strength 4 Skink team. Versus
Oh god, yeah.
the 2
The
thrower
all strength,
Skaven.
the all strength 3 Skaven team has got 2 throwers. Oh, I think I might back the skink.
Yeah.
Notice how I say the skink and not the team.
I mean, the team isn't good, is it? Like, don't take this the wrong way, but your team isn't good, except for the Skink, which is beyond anything.
Well, yeah, I don't think any lizard teams are good at this sort of team.
Oh, no,
quite yet.
no.
They max out at. Am I correct in saying about 1600, where you've got a bit of block and guard is where you like them because you've got inducements against the claw kill teams, but you're good enough to bash out everyone else.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the ideal-ish TV, because there isn't that much claw.
Yeah, at that
It's like-
TV, there might be like the odd one or two, but it's not it's not like you're running up at 2100 where you've got like
5 claw, yeah.
some serious killer teams. Anyway, where were we? The skink.
Something
Yeah,
about
lizards.
a matchup or something.
The skink. Skink takes it for me.
Yeah.
Although, the Dauntless is going to come in real handy here.
It's a 3+
'Cause I
Dauntless.
Yeah, but he doesn't have tackle, which is a bit sad yet. But yeah, the 3+ Dauntless might come in big. Might kill the skink,
Wouldn't that be something?
and then you'd have to take it back about Dauntless not being killed. Maybe he took Dauntless because he knew that he was going to go up against the skink. Now that would be the next race card. No, I'm going to back the skink to win.
Yep.
Cool.
I agree. Last matchup, unless we've somehow missed someone, in which case I apologize. Darkest Dark Elves versus the People 2. Yeah. Probably the
I love how
Dark
we-
Elves.
I love how neither of us have instantly said the Dark Elves, even though the Dark Elf coach is in our clan.
Yeah. It's
I
just
hope he never
that-
sees these recaps, otherwise he's gonna be so. I mean, he's in the div, so he is gonna see them. I forgot about that. Of course he's in the div. It's been a very long day. Oh, I mean the undead have got a bit of inducement money to work
They
with
do, they
here.
have like a wizard.
Not, yeah, just about a wizard. They might take a wizard. I think they might. They're more likely to take a bribe in my. Actually, no, I take that back. They don't have enough players.
90, not 1060.
Yeah. Ooh, it's a tough one for the undead. Because you
Yeah.
normally think undead are pretty good early on, but
They don't have
this
any
is a
tackle.
dark elf team that's got 4 blodge already, and he doesn't have any tackle. I think this is a dark elf win.
It probably is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unless the
Yeah.
mummies go ham. Unlike
Yeah, the mummies might
Niggled
go, the
Linus.
mummies might go ham, but then again, it's only a 2+ to get away from them for the entire drive, so
yeah.
I don't think they'll go that ham. They might do some damage on the LOS, but there's lots of armor rate there. I think it's a dark elf win.
Probably Dark Elves.
Sorry, Bungie, man. I feel like we've in between the not noticing your names and not predicting you to win as early undead, we're doing you a bit harsh. But
We predicted him
It
last
looks-
week, so
oh, we did. Well, I think you did and I didn't, and then he won.
well then you get to apologize and I don't.
I already did. I got it in advance.
All right, fine.
Cool.
Well that's it probably, isn't it?
Yeah, I would like to say, and I said this in the other div as well, but if you've noticed, we like to go on side tangents about random stuff. So if you ever want us to talk about anything in particular, like preferably Blood Bowl related, I'm sure we could go outside of Blood Bowl for like a couple of minutes.
As long as it's not
Then
soccer.
let us know. Oh no, I'm all about that. Football, cricket, anything. Get me.
I don't even know what cricket is.
Oh, and your life is so much poorer because of it.
Oh really?
Cool, right. Anyway, I'll get that disclaimer out there. Nothing too crazy. I doubt anyone will even bother if they're still listening at this point. Well played.
I mean, we had like 50 people watch our other recap, which is like
I know
something
we're
I don't
famous. We
get.
probably get more. We got more views than Metal did for his recaps last season. So
Probably.
we must be doing something right.
Oh yeah. Also, we'll be taking a look at the leaderboards maybe after a week or 3, 4.
Yeah, we'll also I think we should have a look at the Stunty Cup leaderboard for the halfling team. Although there are some very good stunty coaches. You've got Kiander, I guess that's how you say that, with his goblins in Division 2, which is pretty insane. And you've got that ogre team that's really good, but you know, halflings in a fresh div, they might make it. So we'll try and have a look. Maybe week 3 or week 4, we'll have a look at the Stunty Cup and see.
Yeah.
Because you know, when you've got a stunty coach in the division, you want to do something for them as well, because they're not really ever going to come close to the top 10. So you want to help them out. Although that goblin team did come like 7th or something in Rel last season, so who knows? Maybe. But yeah, that's all I want to add. So
Yep.
unless you've got anything else, I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah, I think that's it. So, yeah, I've been Gunnerside with my co-host Loster. We'll see you all next week.
Have fun, guys.